Welcome to the dark days of Dr. Dumas. Episode 1. So it begins. Soon my concoction will be complete, and doom shall rain down from my mighty hand.
Dagnabbit! What's going on with all that racket up there? Was that evil laughter? Are you doing evil experiments again?
No, Grandpa, don't come in!
I knew it! I knew it!
I was just doing my homework, Grandpa.
Homework hell! That's acid, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir.
Hydrochloric, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
What's the pH on this here acid?
-1.
-1? Jumpin' Jehoshaphat! Do you want to end up like your folks?
They were just trying to harness the power of the Bermuda Triangle.
To seize control of the international shipping industry?
At least they were doing something with their lives.
Dagnabbit, Timmy!
Dr. Doom!
Timothy Dwayne Dumas. When you finally get yourself through medical school like me and your pa, then I'll refer to you as Dr. Dumas. You hear me, boy?
Yes, sir.
And you're going to be a GP like your dear old grandpa and forget all about this crazy, evil scientist hullabaloo. You ain't ended up at the bottom of a volcano like your folks.
Yes, sir.
Now come on down to dinner. I made your favorite.
The flesh of our fallen foes?
The what? Pot roast. I made pot roast. I don't know why a crazy-ass ma ever called it that. Flesh of our fallen. I work too hard. Too dang hard to be putting up with all of that.
Yes. Soon.
And don't forget to wash your hands. We're going to enroll you in school tomorrow.
What? Public school?
Yes, public school. You need to spend time with kids your own age. Learn how to be normal.
You're not going to homeschool me? Mom and Dad insisted on it.
Well, tough. I'm too busy to spend all day schooling you.
You're retired. All you do all day is sleep and watch TV.
I do plenty. Eat your broccoli.
I loathe broccoli. You know that.
Yeah, must have forgot. Eat 'em, or I'm sending you to bed without dessert.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. I'll just have to have 2 pudding pops tonight.
Pudding pops? You malicious bastard.
Gonna eat your broccoli?
Very well. I will consume these vile green florets and suffer through their odious odor. For 2 pudding pops.
You'll get 1 if you eat every last bite.
Very well, fiend.
Good boy. I'm gonna wake you up bright and early. Best get to bed soon.
I prefer not to rise before noon.
Tough.
So, what do you think of the school so far, Timmy?
I'm impressed by how much stupid you managed to fit into one building.
Hush, Timmy.
What? There isn't even a proper laboratory. What am I going to learn here? How to avoid dribbling on my clothes whilst drooling slack-jawed at a whiteboard?
I'm sorry. You'll have to forgive my grandson. He just lost his parents.
Oh, I understand. Timmy, can you be a good boy and sit out here while I talk with your grandfather?
I can sit out here, yes. Pathetic. Am I to waste my most precious and impressionable years in this drab asylum for the mediocre?
Well, excuse me, boy. Can you pick up your feet so I can sweep under that bench right quick?
Really? You chose this exact moment to clean right here. An entire school, and you just have to sweep where someone is sitting. You can pretend to work somewhere else for a bit,
Well, 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 why so glum, laddie?
I am here, and I am talking to you.
Aw, buck up, laddie. Things can't be so bad.
My parents are dead, I'm in a place I hate, and I'm being forced to attend public school.
Well, that isn't the happiest of circumstances, I suppose. Would a hard candy make you feel better?
Slightly. Give it over.
Here you go. You know, my parents died when I was younger, too.
Yuck! Butterscotch, you vile and contemptuous servant!
I think I have a watermelon or a blue raspberry in my cart.
Blue raspberry? It makes my tongue turn a crazy hue of blue.
Ah, you're in luck.
Oh, yeah. You may continue your story about your dead parents. It amuses me.
Well, I was a fair bit older than you, almost 16. We were still living happily in our village in Scotland, my parents and I, when one day a pair of mad scientists came through and destroyed the whole bloody place.
How did they destroy it?
They had some sort of giant robot that shot lasers from its eyes and shot bullets from its fingers.
They? You said they?
Yes. A man and a woman dressed in white lab coats, laughing maniacally from the top of the robot.
Really? It must have been one of my mom and dad's early inventions. Crude, but it sounds like it was effective.
Mom and Dad?
Yes. My parents often tested their early inventions on small villages around the globe. You should be lucky to be involved in something so historical.
I was the only one who survived that day.
Like I said, it was only one of their earlier efforts. They usually never left witnesses.
I had to leave my homeland and come here, where I've been slaving away as a janitor for all these years. I lost my family. I lost my home. All because of your sick, twisted parents.
Compliments aside, my parents really should have been more thorough.
I always said I'd get my revenge.
Well, I'm sad to say that a mishap at their volcano laboratory beat you to it.
Then I'll get my revenge out on you, you wee evil bastard.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! My parents were most definitely married long before I was conceived.
Huh. Taking a break, I see, Jon Connolly.
I was just chatting with this nice young laddie.
Grandpa! Is my tongue blue? Yeah? Why?
John, did you give him that? I told you to stop handing out candy to the kids.
Yes, Mrs. Jones. Sorry, Mrs. Jones. He just looked so sad, and I wanted to cheer him up.
Let that be a warning to you. Go on now and do your job. You're not being paid to stand around and talk all day.
Yes, Mrs. Jones. I'll be seeing you around, laddie.
How delightful! I already have a nemesis.
Good news, Timmy. They have a spot waiting for you in a class.
I called down a student from Mr. Johnson's class to show you the way.
You're abandoning me to a stranger?
Now, Timmy. I'm sure everything will be just fine. Just follow him to the classroom and check things out.
This is your last chance, Grandpa. Take me home, or suffer the consequences.
That's it. I'm taking the computer out of your room. No more internet.
No, I'll be good.
Oh, here he is now. Timmy Dumas, I want you to meet Pablo Neruda-Escobar. Hola.
He doesn't even speak English.
I speak English.
Go along now, Timmy. I'll be back at 3:30 to pick you up.
Show him the ropes, Pablo. But Mr. Stevens took down the climbing ropes in the gym. We're playing dodgeball now. No, just make Timmy feel comfortable.
Why did they send a foreigner who barely speaks English to show me around? An idiot who doesn't know idioms.
I knew what she meant. I just like messing with the gringos. I suppose they sent me because I too lost my parents recently.
Oh, really? Tell me more about your dead parents. Those stories always amuse me. and I've been hearing quite a few as of late.
Not much to tell. My father was a drug kingpin. The government had him killed. My mother got hit in the crossfire.
A drug kingpin? Did he have other people killed?
Oh, sure. All the time.
Would you say he was evil?
He sure wasn't a saint.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. My aunt and uncle want me to become a chef and work in the restaurant, but I kind of want to follow in my father's footsteps.
And become a drug kingpin?
Sure, why not? He's not the most reputable of careers, but he seemed happy up until he got shot 52 times. Besides, who wants to work in the service industry their whole lives?
Worthless peons do. We are so much better than them.
You said it. Or I guess I could follow in my mother's footsteps. She was a poet.
What kind of a poet?
She wrote greeting cards.
The most evil of poetry. How wonderful!
How about you? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, my grandfather wants me to become a family doctor like him, but I too wish to follow in my parents' footsteps.
And what is that?
Become the world's leading mad scientist.
Sounds interesting.
Tell me, Pablo, what are your thoughts on broccoli?
The most disgusting food ever. Why do they keep forcing it on us? I wish I could eliminate broccoli from the face of the earth.
Pablo, I think this is the beginning of a beautifully evil friendship.
Sure thing, Timmy.
Call me Dr. Doom. Next time on The Dark Days of Dr. Dumas, Episode 2, Go Forth Unto Class.